We're just going to try and squeeze in as much as we can today to check out this massive lunar landscape that is Lanzarote. It's like an oasis in the middle of the desert. And we're here! I came in like a wrecking ball. This is definitely off the tourist track.
This is really entertaining for me. This is definitely the way, babe. Trust me. It's the top! The harder it is to get to, the happier we are.
Welcome to our self-inflicted adventure.
What seems like a lifetime ago, we left Australia intending to sail our way around the world.
It's been a roller coaster since then, and while the plan has changed many times, we've been laughing our way through and learnt a new lesson for every step of the way.
And between us, the real adventure has only just begun.
Last week on Sailing Millennial Falcon. Well, here I am, having sailed from a Portuguese island and then a few weeks later flying back to Portugal again. The reason why we thought this was such a good idea to come down and get some winches are because this guy is selling them secondhand for $300 each. A package being sent wouldn't even be cheaper than me personally coming to collect these things. What I have found are some goodies. These are the winches that we were eyeing up. The winches are in hand. What we didn't mention as well was that we actually rented a car to explore around Lanzarote, and I was meant to pick it up yesterday. All right, the great unveiling.
So heavy.
Alrighty, it's the day after I brought back these winches. You might not have seen yesterday, but we actually had a plan to rent a car when we were here, just to explore the island really. The car rental happened on the day that I was away, so we have just slightly less time with a car than what we initially planned. We have one day left of this car, but we're just going to try and squeeze in as much as we can today to check out this massive lunar landscape that is Lanzarote.
There's about ankle deep.
Oh no!
The dinghy. We have a serious leak in this thing. I don't know where, but
This is like last time. No.
we drained
We
it last
leaked
night.
air with our last dinghy. This one's just leaking water.
It's the second leak we've had. I've fixed one already. Maybe it's opened up again. You might want to take your shoes off.
We always do this. It's so cold on our boat that we like wrap up in jumpers, trousers, and then as soon as we get off the boat, we're like, oh wow, it's beautiful. Okay. Oh, car keys. That would help. Car keys. Okay, car keys are in hand. Alright. As soon as we arrived here, we suddenly started getting all this gross on the bottom of our hull. It was like quite clean before. It's really weird place.
Alright, I need to train this underway. Have we ever shown anyone how to, like, people who live out here know how to do this all the time. But this is something we get a lot of practice at, which is draining the boat, draining the dinghy while you're driving it. Apologies to anyone who already knows how to do this, but if you don't, you sort of get up to like a medium pace. There's a boat in front of us, which is why I'm not going too crazy. Pull out the plug and you'll immediately start sinking. And then once you get up on the plane, all the water starts rushing out the back. And then you just got to keep your speed up until you put the plug back in. Pretty much a daily drive for us.
Parallel parking.
Yep. Job. Okay, Adam is riding bitch again. Kiara is driving.
I cannot wait until he goes back to Australia to renew his driving
He
license.
might be in with a chance on that sometime in the next year.
So just for clarification, it expired like 3 years ago, and so he cannot renew it online anywhere until he actually goes in.
Yep, there you go. That's why I'm not driving. I'm really hungry.
Adam has not had breakfast, and
You
it's
haven't had
currently 11:45. I've had
Let's
breakfast.
go get some lunch and then we'll hit the road.
Oh, should we get some
properly.
tapas, like some Spanish tapas, since we're finally in Spain?
Yeah. strange that there's just like houses with palm trees and
Yeah.
rocks for grass.
It's like an oasis in the middle of the desert. Somebody's just plonked their house there. So these are pretty cool. Now I don't know if you remember our trip to Pico where we showed how they grow their vineyards there, or their wine.
Grapes.
Thank you. It looks very much like they do a similar thing here. So they've built a circle of rocks, or volcanic rocks, around the vine, and then also dug in the sand as well, so that it's completely protected from all of the wind. Somehow, some way, they seem to be green, so they're obviously being watered somehow. But I think it's pretty well known that this country is almost like, this island is almost like a desert, and I think for this month it rains 4 days.
And it's probably a pretty pathetic downfall when you do get rain.
But it's quite cool, it makes it look even more moonscapey because then it just looks like craters. Okay, we're here in Teguise, which is a very old town in Lanzarote.
Is it?
It is, yes. And I have suggested to Adam to have some tapas. Tapas is very traditionally Spanish. Teguise was the capital of Lanzarote for about 300 years, until 1852. Its location on high ground in the centre of the island made it the perfect location from which possible pirates could be spotted. Nowadays, however, this town is quite sleepy and quiet, but with its rich history, we hoped that we'd be able to get some authentic tapas. Good?
Juicy.
Are you full up?
Yeah. No, actually that was really nice. It's like a good cross section of all kinds of stuff. No, it was cheap, but it was like, you know, it's not like you get like a steak and potatoes like in Portugal. It was all a little bit of like honey glazed eggplant and whatever.
It was very basic, and this is what I like about Spanish food. It's very basic, but they do it well. They do it a little bit with a fancy touch.
Yes, so that's lunch. It's 2 o'clock. I think what we're going to do now is the sun's still out. It's warmish. So we're going to head to the highest peak. We'll try to find our way up there. That's going to be the afternoon
I think it's called Montana Blanca.
Blanc.
Blanc?
Mont Blanc. Is that a wine?
No, it's a pen company.
Pen. Oh, I liked it better when it was wine. Well, that didn't take long for us to get onto a seedy dirt road.
Pretty much.
At the top of the hill.
Once again, we go rogue. So, on the way to this Montana Blanca, which is the highest point, we're coming to a house.
Left. It's fine. It's going to be great.
We decided to go to another little place, which has some caves and...
This is really entertaining for me.
How would you ever build a road like this?
And then that hill there, I think is where we're going. I think we're here. Came in like a wrecking ball. Dust.
I came in like a wrecking ball. And we're here. This is definitely off the tourist track. This is pretty cool. A bunch of caves and rock formations here. Ooh. A little bit of a hike to get to, but I think we're just very unfit at the moment. Where'd you go? It's like trying to walk on sand. Wow, look at that view.
Wow, cool.
How cool it goes all the way up.
It's really howling the wind through here. Strange wind tunnel. So cool. It's like
If I were homeless, this is definitely where I sleep.
Oh, don't say that. We got mugged here. It's like that place in BVI's, but inland and on top of a big hill.
It is, yeah, like the baths.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Power!
My sunglasses! Oh no! This could be another pair. Ruined. It's okay. Saved.
It's a gym when you have places like this. Goat.
You better hope so. It's very fitting.
Does it fit?
It does. Alright, what are you attempting?
I think I can get through this little hole. This is definitely the way, baby. Trust me. I'm a guide.
Is this where you realise that you've had too much tapas for lunch?
Or how brittle these rocks are. Wow, this is like being a meerkat. I'm up.
Good job!
Yeah. There we go. It's the top.
Is there a better way down? Or up for that matter?
Just different. I wouldn't say it's better.
Second peak of the Lanzarote. I don't know where we are. We are at a peak. You made it! Another round of tapas! This is just like the terrain in Pico. Just better to get to. Just run. Just run. Woo-wee! Alright, so we're back down, we're back in the car, and we're both feeling pretty hot, so apparently there are some natural pools around here, so we're going to head off in that direction. We were saying on the way, halfway up, so hold on a second, you cover me, Ads.
We were saying, I think we've probably said this a bunch of times now, but we were saying on the way down from the hilltop that nature, and basically the harder it is to get to, the happier we are on all fronts. And that was a prime example. It was sort of, there was no car park, it's not near anything, it's a rock scramble to the top, like there's no trails, there's no markers. The harder it is
to get, the more that we love it.
Basically,
I think.
Yeah. Which kind of is, it's sort of a metaphor for sailing in general, really. Like,
actually, yeah, that's very
like
true.
sailing is not an efficient way to get anywhere.
Nope.
And it's, you know, you could argue it's free, but it's not free. not at all. But it's very rewarding, and so you get so much more juice for the squeeze with regards to the journey, and then the destination means that much more to you because you've sailed there. And it's the same with like climbing big hills and trekking down valleys and all the stuff that we do, that typically the further off the grid we are, the happier we are. I don't think it's the absence of people either. I mean, it certainly helps because it's virgin territory, and so when you're filming, you feel like you actually are somewhere where people aren't, and you're bringing a story home. It's like, we obviously didn't discover it, but you have that feeling of discovery.
Somebody said to us before, do you ever think when you're in the middle of the ocean, I wonder if anybody has ever sailed this spot of water right now where we are? And I sometimes do think about that. Like we were just saying about that on land, you know. Well, yeah, sure, somebody's probably gone there before, but when we're sailing, I'm really like, I wonder if anybody has ever sailed right here, right, like this spot.
I mean, I definitely think the answer is no in the Caribbean, but you know, in some parts of like the North Sea or the Atlantic, I mean, statistically you might be in with a chance.
Okay, where the hell are we going?
Oh yeah, sure. But take a U-turn at the next roundabout. We called an audible. The sun's setting rapidly and it's getting very cold, and neither of us wanted to get in the water at the falls. So we decided we picked up a couple of soft drinks for the road, and we're going to see how far we can get to the top of the highest point of the island before the sun sets.
Okay, the sun is currently almost about to set, and there's a possibility that the mountain that we're going to is right behind that big mountain that's currently blocking the sun.
That's where we're going, and that's possibly covering the sunset, but we'll see.
So if it is, we might just go straight home, which gives us a better view of the sunset. Tell you what though, this island has cracking sunsets. They are stunning every single night.
Yeah, we missed the sunset. It's probably still going down, but behind that giant hill, I think we struck out. So, I guess we'll see you in the morning.
Guess so. Sorry guys.
Damn it, we needed to turn that.
Oh.
Damn it.